So we've got quite a few cops here already. Gonna try to stay in the crowd a bit so I don't get picked off straight away. So the cops,
For those that are reasonable, what I can ask is you can move on.
Cops are asking us to move on.
Okay, you're not supposed to be, I appreciate you're all trying to do the right thing in terms of what you guys envision. Okay?
They're asking us politely to move on.
What you believe in, that's fine. We're all over it. This isn't helping anyone's cause. This isn't going to change the world, you guys being here. It's only going to make your life difficult for us. Yeah.
So us being here isn't going to change anything, they reckon. It's just making things more difficult for them. They're threatening to bring another busload of cops down here. They're asking very kindly for us to leave, asking us to move on. They're not checking people yet. I think they're just trying to talk to a few people, trying to get us to leave.
Those that are reasonable about all this, like I said, I can't reiterate enough. I understand your frustrations. It's annoying. Mate, I've got two, mate. I'll wear my two hats.
So they are asking the people here to leave. They're not making any arrests. So for people that are refusing to leave, they're going to get details and, you know, start forcing people to move on.
I'll give you all a couple of minutes to decide, and then we'll go from there.
So we're being asked to move on, and it's up to us to decide what we do. Do we move on? Just very reasonable discussions now between the cops and protesters. We're being asked to move on. What they said is it's not one of the 5 legal reasons to be out standing here. So we're being asked to move on. Otherwise they're threatening to start taking details. They're moving in now. They're starting to move us on by walking towards us. So, as you can see, we're slowly moving on.
I don't want my kid not to be worried about Will if you guys stand with us? It will if you guys all just say fuck you, Dan Andrews, and stand with us.
Mate, all that results in is me losing my job, so I'm not willing to give it up to you.
What about all us losing our jobs?
Mate, I feel for you.
Hey, mate, everyone, you don't though. Thank you, Dad. Everyone else is moving on.
Yeah,
Just,
that's all right. We'll move on.
we'll move on.
All right. Yeah, we will move on.
Thank you. Good. Righto. You happy to do that? Good on you. Away you go.
So we're just being asked very nicely to move on because this isn't a lawful reason to be out. So it looks like most people here don't really want to move on. So I think they're going to get more cops out here. that's going to be their tactics, to bring more cops down and make it more intimidating for us. They already threatened to bring a busload of cops down here to make us leave, and so I think they're just picking up numbers. They're realizing that we're not leaving.
Have you been asked to move on?
No, I haven't.
You haven't? Could you move on for us, please, mate?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you, mate.
So, just having very calm discussions with everyone, asking them to move on. I think if we don't move on, they will get more numbers down here to make us move on. Just having very nice discussions with everyone. Very calm. What do you think? They're getting us to move on.
Oh, I think there's a really good energy here, wasn't it?
It's good.
It's
Yeah.
nice to have a voice and good to see the turnout.
Yeah. What do you think?
Terrific.
Should we move on? They're threatening with more numbers, bringing a busload of cops. That's what he said.
Yeah.
They'll bring a busload of. I think.
We don't have a democratic right to protest.
No, he said it's not one of the 5 reasons to be out. This isn't one of the 5 reasons. So they're just going to have nice, calm discussions with each of us and ask us to move on. If we don't, then they ask for our details and they give us one of those. Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
where we're at.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
Good on you, mate.
See you elsewhere.
All right. Yeah, definitely. So they're just having discussions with each person, individuals and groups, asking them to move on. I've been asked to move on myself. If I don't, they will take my details. They will take people's details. Maybe they'll give us a fine. I'm not sure. They're trying to be calm. They're doing it nicely. So the guy that just asked me to move on is talking to the group I just talked to now. Doing the same thing, just asking us to move on. And depending on our reaction to that, they will do more. They will bring more cops down if necessary. So I think the crowd is moving. There are people leaving over there. I'm gonna go talk to some of them. Why do you think they're leaving? Are we leaving? Are people leaving?
It's up to you.
It's up to us. Why do you think all those people are leaving?
Because they've
a
been
bit scary.
spoken to
Yeah,
by the police saying, we're going to start giving out fines.
yeah, it's scary, isn't it?
No,
It's not?
retarded.
Well, a lot of us are leaving, so it must be a bit scary.
Well, they can't fine us on anything.
They can't,
Yeah,
they
because
can't.
we're working
It
within
won't
their
stand.
perimeters.
Yeah,
Within our 15Ks,
Yeah.
wearing a mask,
Yeah.
with social distancing.
yeah,
What are
Yeah.
they going to find?
yeah, yeah.
And I'm only here for the good vibes anyway, so...
Yeah, I reckon, I think
Whatever.
it's, we can disperse, but then get back together and do it again, tomorrow. Just keep doing it. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
They're obviously closing in right now.
Yeah,
Just-
well... Whatever people want to do, they do.
So it really looks like they did a good job at dispersing it. I'm gonna go back here a bit. Yeah, they're just making their way through the crowd, and it looks like everyone has just left. I think it's done today. Nothing, no antagonizing, no aggression, very peaceful. We left when we were asked to leave. Hang on, I think I want to... Yeah, people here just wanting to stand up for their rights. But it looks like today is over for Lilydale. Yeah. At least it got to something before they shut it down. But yeah, they're really making their way through the crowd and talking to everyone. They haven't taken anyone's details. They're being very calm, very thoughtful about it. One of the cops said, I have to do this Otherwise, I lose my job. Why do you think we're all out here? Yeah. We have to do this because we have lost our jobs. So, yeah. I think today's done. Cops just moving through there now. They've talked to everyone pretty much. Everyone's gone.